Know why you're being arrested today?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
Why?
It's none of your concern.
Well, according to Rock Hill Police, Reinhardt was slowly pushing the stroller with his baby inside, but officers say when they arrived on the scene to question him, they say they found the crack right up top. Did you also rob him? Do you know Mr. Coffin? Mr. Cromartie, I'm just going to ask you just point blank. Did you kill Mr. Blanks? Did you kill your wife?
No, I did not.
Coming up next on News 3 at 11, a wave of green taking over the hostess city. Tonight we are live on River Street as St. Patrick's Day celebrations continue. Plus a special visit at the White House from Ireland's Prime Minister. Good evening, I'm Trish Williford. Thank you for joining us. The 195th St. Patrick's Day celebration was a whirlwind. Thousands flooded River Street after the parade for a grand celebration. News 3's Darius Johnson has been in the midst of the action, talking to those who traveled here for the big event. And Darius, it doesn't look like this celebration will wrap up anytime soon.
Hey guys, you can probably tell the wind and the rain, they've picked up considerably since the last time we spoke. Just look over my shoulder, you can see the flag and the trees around us. Just got an update from Bullock County's EMA director, who says in all of the county, there's only one report of one tree down throughout the entire county. Obviously that could change as the night goes through, but that is good news for now. And we shot this video about an hour ago inside the emergency operations center where crews are on standby. They're going to make sure the roads are passable, no trees down in the roads, no power lines down, to make sure everyone is safe tonight.
911, where's your emergency?
Yeah, there's a lady being attacked by an alligator.
You said that she's being attacked by an alligator?
Yeah, drag her in the water.
A vicious and deadly attack that shocked people all over the world, especially those living here on Hilton Head Island. 45-year-old Cassandra Klein, a teacher from New York, was out for a morning walk with her dog last summer here in the Sea Pines plantation. Witnesses say out of nowhere, an alligator grabbed her and pulled her into a lagoon.
It's dragging her into the water?
She's in the water right now.
News 3 obtained this lawsuit filed Tuesday in Beaufort County Court by attorneys on behalf of James Klein, Cassandra's husband. It names Sea Pines Resort LLC as the defendant. According to the lawsuit, the alligator, measuring 9 feet 2 inches long, attacked Klein and her dog. Klein struggled with the gator and was eventually dragged into the lagoon, where the gator held her underwater. Klein suffered traumatic injuries and died. Authorities believe Klein's dog got too close to the water when the alligator tried to attack it. Klein was killed trying to save her dog. The lawsuit states the company was aware of the problems with alligators at Sea Pines Plantation and was aware of the aggressive nature of the alligator that attacked and killed Klein. The suit says Sea Pines failed to take appropriate measures to prevent alligators from attacking the public and also failed to take the steps to warn the public of an unsafe condition. News 3 obtained this incident report that reveals grim new details about the last hours leading up to the death of motel manager Bhikhu Patel. According to the report, a motel employee told police he found Patel's body inside room 9. Patel was lying on the ground with a white cord tied around his ankles. He was naked from the waist down.
It is disturbing, that really makes you pause and wonder, what the motivations are. We don't have any of those yet.
Chief Jeff Hadley says his detectives have been working around the clock to solve this mystery, and they could be close to catching the person responsible for killing Patel.
We've got some pretty good, solid leads. The detectives are working really hard, and hopefully we'll make some progress here in the next 24 to 48 hours.
News 3 noticed numerous surveillance cameras posted all over the motel property. Detectives are using that information as part of their investigation.
We were busy, downloading that information, getting search warrants for what we needed to get search warrants for. That obviously takes a lot of time, energy, and effort.
Owners closed the motel temporarily because employees are simply too afraid to come back there. News 3 pulled 911 calls from within a half-mile radius of the motel from the past year and found only 2 violent crimes.
Generally, hotels that are cheap and rent by the week or every 2 weeks, you're going to get some unfavorable activity there. Prostitution can be some of them, some narcotics act.
We begin with two developing stories right now in Savannah. Detectives are questioning witnesses after a shooting on South Street. Police were called to this scene around 8:30 tonight. They found a man suffering from a gunshot wound. He was transported to the hospital where he is expected to recover. No word yet about a possible suspect. Also developing tonight, Savannah police spent hours investigating this scene in South Savannah after a woman was found dead. Police were called to a home in the 500 block of Mimosa Place around 7 p.m. No word yet on how the woman died. Detectives say they are investigating this incident because it is an unattended death. We are continuing to follow a story out of Colleton County tonight where a body was found in a river. Authorities say early this morning, some residents checking trout lines stumbled across a body floating in the Edisto River. The Colleton County Criminal Investigations Division was called to the scene and recovered the body. Detectives collected evidence and questioned any possible witnesses. No word yet on the person's identity. Our top story at 6, heartbreak for one Liberty County community. An 18-year-old student at Liberty County High School was killed last night when police say his vehicle was struck by a drunk driver. 18-year-old Albert Dock was a junior and basketball player at Liberty County High. A follow-up now, homeless veterans in Chatham County are steps closer tonight to living with a roof over their heads. After 4 years of waiting, crews are finally starting to build 72 tiny homes. News 3's Kelly Antonacci is live at the site near Dundee Street with how this project is having a big impact. Kelly.
And Trish, it's all about to get a little bit bigger.
Family lost not one, but 2 cars in this massive fire. But it was the quick thinking of their young son that helped them to survive. A quick snapshot of things. Family possessions now all just charred rubble. No books or magazines allowed. Well, sort of. According to the ACLU, this notice was delivered to inmates at the Chatham County Jail on March 3rd. It informs them that books, magazines, or other publications by subscription, family member, or any other person will no longer be allowed in the housing unit wings. The notice says books and magazines for inmates will be available by means of a book cart. According to the ACLU, that policy violates federal law that protects the religious freedom of people detained in jails and prisons. The group says the policy completely eliminates inmates' access to the millions of books and publications available through bookstores and vendors. They even took it a step further, saying, quote, "This censorship is an affront to democracy that all people should find troubling." And so they sent Sheriff Wilcher this letter, urging him to rescind that policy. Well, the sheriff did not want to talk to us on camera. Instead, he released this statement saying his new policy is currently being reviewed by the county's attorney. News 3 hit the streets to find out what you think.
I'm pretty sure it's very easy to go through them and make sure there's nothing in them. They have the right technology for that.
I think if someone's going to bring something book-wise into a prison or a jail, they should at least inspect it before they turn it in.
Because you have no idea what someone's going to bring in these days.
If they're visiting, they already searched the people, so I feel like there's no way that drugs and stuff could be in there if they're doing thorough searches.
Embarrassing?
Very. Yeah.
Kevin Hughes says he's not only embarrassed, but felt as if he was out of his mind when he walked inside this TK Walmart in the middle of the night wearing nothing but these black shoes. These were the shoes that you had on?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was about it?
That was it, I guess.
Hughes explained to Eyewitness News why he walked into the store completely naked. What was going on?
I've had a problem with drugs in the past. I still like to do some ecstasy once in a while. I accidentally got methamphetamine instead, and it really made me crazy.
TK police were called to the Walmart on Stonecrest Boulevard just before midnight last night after they say store employees spotted Hughes walking around in the health and beauty section naked. When police arrived, they say they found Hughes in the electronics section of the store. When you were in Walmart, did you realize that you were naked?
I did once I got in there. I mean, I got some weird looks, obviously.
Police quickly escorted him out. Hughes says the last thing he remembers is going to sleep at his sister's house last night. The next thing he knew, he was waking up naked in his truck at Walmart. He hopped out and walked right into the store.
Police say you may have been looking for clothes.
Yeah, I think that was the first thing I asked for.
Does it make you think twice now about doing drugs?
Right, absolutely. Yeah, you can't trust anything anymore.
The 36-year-old spent the night in jail. Tonight, he apologizes to anyone he offended inside the store.
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was an accident. It wasn't something that I intended.
And Connor joins us now with sports.
Yeah, Georgia Southern is bowling once again. You know, football, bowling, that is the football team.
It.
Yeah. Whatever.
We're smart.
Football team has the chance to earn win number 10 on the year. And
that's our time. News 3 continues on WSAV.com and tomorrow morning at 4:30 on Coastal Sunrise. The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon is next.
Good night.
Ignore him.